Welcome to the 2015 Rally America National Championship, combining some of the world's best drivers on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Through 8 rounds of racing spanning coast to coast across the United States, through mud, snow, dust, and forest, one radio show is there covering all the action. This is Rally America Radio. Welcome to 100 Acre Wood Rally, round 2 of the Rally America National Championship. This is day 2 on the ground here in Salem, Missouri. Snow has rolled in, and I got to tell you, conditions are starting to decline. If they weren't bad yesterday with the icy conditions, they're getting even worse today. Temperatures dropping, snow starting to fall. Snow slated to be dropping all day long today. Definitely going to cause some problems for the drivers. Yesterday it was tires. Tire choices was the name of the game, and even the Subaru Rally team brought 86 tires to the 100 Acre Wood Rally, and even David Higgins said with 86 tires we couldn't even nail the right combination. Tires, that's the name of the game. A mix of ice, gravel, snow, everything being thrown at these drivers here at the 100 Acre Wood. This race, traditionally a warm weather event, not necessarily warm, but usually 60s, never conditions like this. It has happened in the past, been quite a few years, but definitely, you know, it's one of the most memorable rallies in recent memory for these drivers, just because of the terrible conditions out here, and these drivers just fighting through these stage roads, trying to get every bit of traction. And one of the drivers said it best yesterday. They said, you know, the benefit to snowdrift is you've got a bunch of snow built up on the side of the course, you know, cushion, so you can slide in and kind of bump off the cushion. They said the problem here is you have all the ice and slipperiness of snowdrift, but you have all of the ditches that you do in the summer. They said there's no happy medium. At least in snowdrift, you can play bumper cars and kind of bump off the snowbanks and you know, scrub speed by hanging your tail out. But here at 100 Acre Wood Rally, that's not possible. You know, you try and hang your tail out and you end up in the ditch. So definitely some interesting conditions. You know, and if you look at the top leaderboards, some of the top guys have been knocked out. Obviously, David Higgins leading at this point. We got David Sterks. He is in second place. He took a 1-minute penalty yesterday, but still a solid second place. Pushing Higgins in a few of the stages yesterday with times. Sterks having a great run. Adam Yeoman is out of the rally. FY Racing entry pulling the plug after a fire in the engine bay yesterday. And some other notables, Nick Roberts, Lachlan O'Sullivan, they're going to super rally. They're going to be back today, but they pretty much are out of contention for the super production win. That leaves Gary Gill out front in super production. ACP, he dropped back in the two-wheel drives. We got the Honda Fit of James Robinson up there around 8th position. Brenton Kelly, he's in the top 5, having a great run in his open class car, as well as Peter Fatella. So definitely a shake-up in the leaderboard. Some names you don't normally hear out front. Definitely some crazy conditions. So we are here at Parc Expose for day 2, downtown Salem, Missouri. Rally America taking over this town. Streets lined with race cars, with drivers, with fans. I mean, we've got thousands and thousands of people down here just taking over this downtown center of Salem, Missouri. And we're going to catch up with some of these drivers and see what they have to say about the snowy conditions rolling in. All right, catching up with James Robinson here, and pretty good day yesterday. I know you guys snuck into the top 10. That's going to feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're really thrilled with being up there in the top 10 here after the first day. The conditions were just treacherous, but you know we're very fortunate. I had a great co-driver, kept us on the road, and we're happy to be in the top 10.
Well, heading into today, obviously snow coming in. Right now we're standing in the snow. It's supposed to drop all day long. You know, how's that affect conditions? Improved? Does it make it worse?
Well, my hope is it's going to actually help out a little bit. One of the things we're really dealing with here is just having no coverage on that ice on the roads. So this might help having just a little bit of that snow to grab a hold of. So we're happy that it's snowing a bit.
Yeah, you know, and I know yesterday that was the story. The story of the day was tires, and just fighting for traction everywhere. So I'm assuming any snow that hits ground that improves that is definitely going to be a benefit to you guys.
Oh yeah, we're so thankful it's snowing now, and now we've got the snow tires on. Let's go race.
All right, thanks a lot, James.
Thanks, man.
All right, we're catching up with Nick Roberts here and pulling the Super Rally, huh?
Yes, sir. Yep. We got the car all fixed yesterday, so we're back out here today. And we've got about 10 minutes to make up to try to get up back on the podium. So it's going to be a big push today. We're just going to let it hang it all out and just go for it.
Yeah, well, with the conditions out here, 10 minutes, normally that would be an eternity, but anything can happen, with the conditions out there here at 100 Acre Wood.
Well, that's just a problem. Even actually, traditionally, if this was gravel, 10 minutes does seem like an eternity. It's very inconsistent out there today. So, and then we'll get this little snow cover, so it's going to cover up any grip or ice that there is. Rhiannon and I worked really hard on the notes, so even though we're not going to be able to see the ice, it's in our notes. So we're just going to drive real hard and drive as hard as we can. I'm just going to hope our notes are right, and at the end of the day, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I'm looking forward. It'll be definitely a stressful day, but I'm happy to go for the challenge.
Well, and talking about the car, I know obviously back racing today. What ended up being the official problem?
I think at this point it looked like it was just a map sensor. So swap out the sensor and everything's back to normal, running fine. And so just a stupid little sensor that failed, and that's it for us yesterday. So at least that's it, though. Not an expensive part. Didn't put it in the woods or anything, so I'm happy about that.
Well, the good news is the car looks great, and obviously a lot of these cars run around damaged today. You guys look like you're starting with a pretty solid car today.
Yeah, we're lucky we got that, and then we've got all our tires. We didn't really use any tires yesterday, so we've still got all our tires for today. I think I did lose a bet, though, yesterday on stage 2. Cameron Steely, he was supposed to him and I got a bet going on it. Since he beat me on that stage, if he finishes this event, I think I have to get a tattoo. So we'll see about that. He's got to finish, though.
All right. Well, can I ask, what's the tattoo got to be?
Well, if I win all season and he didn't beat me on a stage, he had to get a tattoo that said Nick Roberts made me do it. And if he beat me on one stage this year, and then he also has to finish the event, I have to get a tattoo that says Cameron Steely made me do it. So I'm not that I'm hoping he goes off, but I need to go play some mind games with him.
All right. Thanks a lot, Nick. All right, catching up with ACP. Snow starting to come down. Benefit you guys? Hurt you guys? What's the word?
Well, we like to say we've been doing this long enough that anything that's bad for everybody is actually less bad for us, because we've probably seen something like it before. This is a really, really tough rally. I'll bet you this is like some of the hardest conditions you've seen in America in anyone's memory, insofar as you've got frozen gravel with ice on top of that, with snow now on top of that, and no ditches at all to stop you from going in. Snowdrift, maybe it's icy, but you got snowbanks usually. This is more like a race in Canada called the Tall Pines Rally, where sometimes we call it winter roads, summer ditches, and that's what you have here, winter roads with summer ditches. So last night, I found just not too far off the road, I found enough of a log in a ditch to break a tie rod, and so I lost 20 minutes changing that on the road. And so we got way down the order. We ended up in last place from 4th place overall and first two-wheel drive. Now we got to claw back. We're going to try to get back on the podium. And for us, I mean, it's tough because we got to try to push hard to make up the time that we lost. But we know that any corner could be hiding ice underneath the snow here. Fortunately, our notes, we marked in any slippy places. So we've got the BFG ice tires on now. So I think that we're going to be able to maximize the speed where we can get it, but we got to be careful, because if we're not on the road at the end of the day, there's no result. So everyone's in the same position, and it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, and I think that's really the story of this rally. You see a lot of guys sneaking into the top 10 that maybe you don't normally see up there, and I think it's just pushing on and staying clean. Sometimes slower is faster.
Yeah, I won Snowdrift in 2006. It was one of my first big wins, and as I said afterwards, we weren't the fastest car. We just sucked less than everybody else, and that's what you really have to do here is not suck, because a lot of fast guys can fall off the road with a tiny little mistake. So we're watching everybody in front of us, and a couple of people have fallen off already. We had a problem ourselves, but now it's a case of threading the needle for the next 75 miles and keeping it on the road.
All right, well, thanks, ACP, and good luck today.
Thanks very much. See you later.
All right, catching up with Peter Fatella. Good run yesterday. You guys sitting in the top 5.
Yeah, we are actually 3rd overall right now. Yeah, pretty good day, but the tire choice was not so good. But we hit on the stage, I think stage 4, we hit little tree on the left side, but we have just little damage on the left corner. But it's not bad. For today, we have a little bit different tires, but yeah. We try to keep on the road, and we will see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I know that was the story of the day yesterday. A lot of guys finding themselves in the ditches and that. You guys stayed clean yesterday. With the snow dropping, does that improve conditions for you guys?
You know what? I think now it's a little bit snowy, but I think it's a little bit worse, because you can see where is the ice when the snow covers a little bit ice. But, it's what it is. We go wherever is on the road, just have fun and be safe.
Yeah. So you've been through the course before. Looking at today. Any stage you're looking forward to out there?
Yeah, every stage. Absolutely yes.
All right. Well, good luck, and we'll see you at the finish line later today.
All right. Thank you very much. See you later.
All right. Thank you, Peter. All right, catching up with David Higgins. Cold morning, snow starting to come down a bit. Change up the plans for you guys at all?
A little bit. It's going to make it a little bit trickier in some ways because you're not going to see where the grip changes are because everything's have that white covering on it. So you have to hope our work we're doing the recce with the pace notes is going to be good. But in some ways it'll be quite nice because we're running out of ice tyres from yesterday. So if we can get the more snow we can get, then we can move on to a snow tyre hopefully later on this afternoon. So that will help things a little bit because we're all getting very, very low on the ice tyres from the heavy wear that we had yesterday. So it's going to be tricky. Today's stays are quite a lot different to yesterday in character. They're a little bit twistier in places and narrower. So you're not going to have as much room to try and move around and look for the grip. So when we do the repeat stage, they're going to be a lot more polished without the opportunity to try and find new bits of road. So we're in for a tough day for sure.
Yeah, and I know, looking at the course conditions today and just the change of stage is quite a bit different than yesterday's. Almost in some spots looks like a complete different rally.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a lot sort of bumpier, twistier, closer tree lines. So you have to be very, very precise. And in the snow and ice, that's not the easiest thing to do. So we've made a few little changes. I think the car's going to be good. And we pushed hard last night on those polished stages where we used the ice tyre to our advantage and really sort of pulled out a bit of a good lead yesterday. So we don't have to take stupid risks today, but at the same time it doesn't take much to get one of these cars stuck off the side, and you can lose a lot of time. So we've just got to be clean, be smart, and try and keep the momentum going.
All right, thanks a lot, David. We'll catch up with you at the first service park.
Thank you.
All right, catching up with Steve LaRosa. How's everything going, Steve?
It was going real good yesterday through the last 3 stages. With 1 stage to go on a transit, we came over the top of a hill, and that was all she wrote. Off in the bushes we went, and off about a 6-foot embankment out into some trees. And luckily, nothing got hurt on the car. We lost a mud flap and a tow hook, and that was it. And we're taking the 10-minute penalty and get back in it today. I mean, this kind of rally, 10 minutes, I'm not too worried about.
And that's what we talked about with even Nick Roberts earlier in the penalties, pulling a super rally. And, normally 10 minutes is an eternity in rally. Here, though, with these conditions, it's not.
Oh, it isn't. And I was just talking with Chris about it, and I said that if this was a dry rally or even a wet rally, I'd be worried about it, but I'm not too worried about it. We'll just go drive today like we drove yesterday and let it play itself out.
Yeah, and it seems like, the story of the game here is just keep it nice and tidy, and sometimes slower is faster, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely slower is faster. We thought we were crawling through stages yesterday, and we get to the end of the stage, and we'd hear from O'Neill or hear from Martin and go, you guys are killing it. And I'm like, how can we be killing it, I drive my wife's car faster than this, but it was good. I mean, we on the stages, we stayed on the road, and it all worked out. So we'll do the same thing today and just let the chips fall where they may.
All right, well, good luck out there, and we'll catch up to you at the first service park.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
All right, we're here with Brenton Kelly, and got to say, Rally's been treating you pretty good, sitting, I believe, 4th overall at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We got a minute ahead of us, and I think a minute behind us, so we're sitting relatively safe. Put a little push on today, put some pressure on the guys ahead of us, and see where we can end up.
You think the snow that's coming down, it's kind of coming in spurts, and later on today it's supposed to get heavier. Is that going to help you guys out, able to push a little more?
Yeah, definitely. I think a little snow will help us for sure. I'm a lot more comfortable on snow. I'm more used to it. We've switched to snow tires, so looking forward to the snow for sure.
So, looking at the drivers ahead of you and back of you, I mean, you got to want to sneak into that top 3 overall. What's it going to take to push up one position?
I think just keeping my foot down, really. It's me being a little more confident with it and trusting myself. I have the abilities to do it. It's just getting the confidence down on the surface. It's one of these rallies with such inconsistent surface where you can have 3 good corners and then have 1 bad one, and the next 8 you slow way down. So it's really just trusting myself and knowing I can push.
All right, well, good luck out there, and we'll catch up with you later today.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, we're here with Cameron Steele. Good day yesterday. You sitting in 6th overall, just a tick out of the top 5.
Yeah, it was a great day for us. It was slick as heck out there. It was a lot of fun. Definitely icy. Night stages got a lot icier compared to the day stages. We're 1.3 seconds behind Troy, so it's going to be a nice battle to the end to see who finishes first. Looks like today are the more icier stages, which is where we seem to have the advantage because he has more horsepower, but that doesn't really matter on ice. So right now we're hoping we can just keep that up and take some more time out on him.
Well, and and there's another side bet going on, I guess, with with our good friend Nick Robertson. It sounds like you got a leg up on him on that, right?
Yeah, I do, which I'm very happy about because I really don't want a tattoo of Nick's name on my body. And right now, since I beat him on stage 3 yesterday, all I have to do is finish the rally, and then he has to get a tattoo of my name on his body. So I'm really hoping that I finish the rally because I do not want a tattoo of Nick Roberts on me.
Yeah, you already picking out designs for that tattoo for him?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple different fonts in mind, so I'm pretty excited.
All right, well, good luck out there. It should be a great battle you guys got going, and looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
All right, we're catching up with Troy Miller. Good run yesterday. You guys sitting in the top 5 overall. Got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're leading two-wheel drive by a small margin. We're happy with where we're at.
Yeah, and I know you guys have about a second half over Steely. Definitely going to be a fun shootout for you guys today on the stages.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. We're anxious to see what happens. We're gonna push a little bit harder than yesterday and see what we can do.
All right. Well, in talking about the conditions out there, I know obviously things were pretty bad yesterday. A little bit of snow dropping. Sounds like maybe improving a tad today. Anything you're looking out for today?
Yeah, so yesterday's stages we had some gravel. Today's mostly ice. So when we did recce, we didn't see a whole lot of gravel on these stages. So we're expecting ice. Even if we get some snow, I'm expecting it just to blow off, and it's probably still going to be all ice.
All right, well, good luck, and we'll catch up with you at the first service park.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we've got David Sterks here, and, looking at the weather, we've had a little snow. It's kind of gone away now. A little more snow coming later today. You're sitting second overall. What are your predictions for today?
Well, the prediction is pretty easy. It's going to be difficult conditions, and I'm expecting more or less the same as yesterday. Maybe more. We're going to see more white snow, but under the snow it's ice. So it's probably going to be maybe even harder than yesterday because it's going to be hard to tell when it's a light snow on gravel or a light snow on ice. So we're going to keep going and keep a good rhythm and have fun, and hopefully we'll turn out good.
Well, it's got to have you feeling good. Your first rally this year, and be sitting second overall going into the second day. Got to feel pretty good for you.
Yeah. Especially that 2 weeks ago I wasn't driving here, so we decided a little bit like a kind of last minute, and everything is going really well. The car is going really well. I'm really happy with FY Racing, and so it's really good.
All right, well, good luck out there today. We'll catch up with you later.
Okay, see you. Thank you.
All right, we're catching up with Rhiannon Gelsomino here, and day number 2, you guys are pulling the super rally out, and what are you looking forward to out there? Yesterday, pretty crazy on the stages.
Yeah, look, we're just looking forward to getting out on the stages. Yesterday we only got to do stage 1 and 2 and then obviously had our mechanical problems. So we're just hoping that we'll have a really good run today, maybe pull some time back on the SP guys and hopefully still be able to secure a podium and good points lead going into round 3.
Yeah. In an event like this, from the time you do recce to now, things change, courses change. What's as you as a co-driver, what's that put on you? It definitely has to put some challenges there.
If you're going to be doing a repeat stage, obviously we need to be looking for note changes, getting them down, have that pen or pencil in your hand so you're ready when the driver gives you any change of icy or slippery or something like that. So, yeah, for sure, in these conditions they're always changing, and hopefully today this little bit of snow covering might help with the ice. It might not be as diabolical out there.
Yeah. Well, and I know you've been to this event before, and how does this year compare to years past?
Yeah, this year is definitely something different. Let's just say I'm not saying I don't enjoy the event, but last year I definitely enjoyed it much better. It's beautiful stages here, and when you're on the gravel base and the conditions are perfect, you can really fly through the stages. So, this weekend's obviously a little bit different. You have to be more cautious and drive to the conditions, and that's all part of the Challenger Rally.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know we've got a good-looking Italian guy sitting at home listening into the radio. Got anything you want to say to him?
Hi, Alex. Love you.
All right. Thanks, Ree. Good luck out there today.
Thanks, Jim. Have a great day.
All right. Catching up here with John Hall, standing next to this beautiful Ford Fiesta. How's everything going?
Really good. This was Ian's very first rally yesterday. He had taken some training with the Team O'Neill Rally School. Had 5 days on some snow and ice, so at least a little bit of preparation. Last night he did really well. We started off about 55th on the road and worked our way up to, I think this morning we're 25th on the road. So really excellent progress, clean and good learning.
But I got to tell you, for a first-time rallyist, this is a pretty tough event to get your feet wet at.
Oh yeah, this is not an easy rally this time around. I mean, normally it's a nice gravel roads and very defined roads, so it's good for new drivers. But this time it's snow and ice and very unpredictable, and takes a bunch of finesse to get around these stages quickly.
Well, and with you, jumping in with a guy in his very first event, and you being a veteran, I mean, what's your job in the car with him? Trying to keep him calm the whole time?
Well, you want to keep him calm, but at the same time, I do a fair amount of coaching. One of the big things that on these kind of conditions is we don't need him coming into a corner a little too fast, panicking and hitting the brakes, because that's just going to take us way off into the trees, and that's not a comfortable situation to be in. So, keeping him calm down in those sort of tense moments is really a large part of helping him get through the stages. Teaching him how to listen to the notes and how to respond to them is something else. Last night in the night stages, he was really listening well and committing, and it was good. It was good to see.
Well, and I know I got to say, credit to both you and him, because this car, it's all in one piece, and a lot of these cars out here today aren't.
Yeah, well, the only real incident we had all night was on a transit coming down from real slippy road, and went around this one corner doing about 25 mile an hour, and next thing you know, we're in the ditch. So not bad for the first time out on snow and ice.
Yeah, well, definitely a good thing it was on transit as well, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, really.
All right, well, good luck out there today, and you guys keep clawing away and picking them off one by one. What's the goal, top 20 maybe?
Yeah, actually, I think that's quite realistic. We're only a minute or two behind a couple of the other top Group 2 two-wheel drive cars. So, anything can happen if they have a flat on stage or, mechanical problems. Ian could very easily jump up a couple of spots within the class. And now, the thing is, we are running only regional, so it wouldn't really count against for the national podium or anything, but at least, you can look at the scores and you can sort of satisfy yourself that you did well, and you can look at how you did overall, so that's great for him.
All right, well, thanks for catching up with us, and we'll see you later on today.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks very much.
And that is it from Parc Expose here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally, round 2 of the Rally America National Championship. This episode of Rally America Radio being brought to you by Subaru and the all-new WRX STI. Great racing action out on course today. We got a lot of drivers making their way back via the Super Rally. A lot of regional entries here, 60 total entries, and I got to tell you, these conditions, snow still coming down, a little bit lighter than it was when we started this episode, but definitely going to make for some exciting action today. Looking forward to airing from the first service park and seeing some of those changes out on course. Don't forget, we got Cameron Steely in that battle, the two-wheel drive battle with Troy Miller, second half separating them. ACP trying to claw his way back. We've got Lachlan O'Sullivan, Nick Roberts, both taking the Super Rally route, and they're going to have to claw back. David Sterrick, solid second place there. We've got Brenton Kelly hot on his heels, trying to make up time on Sterrick's, and then David Higgins out front and looking solid out there. But lots of great storylines today. And once again, tires. We beat it up. We've talked with the drivers about it. That is the name of the game here. Nobody really knowing what choice to take. Sounds like a lot of icy stages today. Snow definitely coming down, but not real hard at this point. So I don't know if it's going to help improve things or just make them more messy. Definitely drivers hoping for a lot of snow to come down later today. Definitely help improve those icy conditions. But right now, not enough snow to even matter. So drivers out on course this morning. Right now, they are out on the stages as we're here just finishing up from Parc Expose. First drivers just taking off. Higgins looks like he just took off to go out on stage. So definitely a great day of racing on tap here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. This is Jim Beaver on behalf of Rally America Radio, and this segment brought to you by Subaru and the all-new Subaru WRX STI.
The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, a 268-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine, rockets the WRX around corners and down straightaways. A race-ready 305-horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine keeps the WRX STI a rally legend. The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, it's not a sibling rivalry, it's a tag team. Get the latest from Subaru Rally Team USA at Subaru.com/rally.